now. Pretty sure it's now.
Pretty sure it's now too.
Okay. And now, okay. There we are. It's now. Oh. What was that? And now, okay. Now, okay. There we are. Now. Oh, we need to start again. What was that? We've got maybe a technical issue. We'll try to see. I'll give it a minute, but if it doesn't iron itself out, we will definitely come back. Okay, I think we're good though. Let me see if this is working. Yeah, there we are. Okay, hi. So we are live. It always takes a minute. You know how it is with the technology. There's Jamie, there's Leigh. Did we fix all the echoing?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Sorry about that.
I'm just relieved that you knew what it was because I was thinking we were about to have another little journey.
No, it was
Jamie says, Jamie, you know, we wondered about that. Jamie says she likes listening to us when we think that no one can hear us. I like it. I like it. Yeah.
We are our own blooper reel.
Yeah, that's right. We like to make it all a big blooper reel because, you know, we're kind of human bloopers, right?
Totally.
Hey, Sherry. Hey, Sally. Hey, Leigh. Oh my gosh. Thank y'all for being here. We're really excited. This is a really, really intense day and evening. And hey, Samantha, there is so much happening. I mean, if you're feeling a lot, it's because a lot is going on. Hey, Tammy. What we're going to do, hey, Ashley, is we're going to start, and this is Jen Huber, shamanic guide Jen Huber, who's here with us.
Hi.
Say hi louder, Jen.
Say hi louder.
Okay. I'm making sure it's actually showing you. Okay.
Oh, because it's not the split screen on there.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not, but it does go to you when you're talking. Okay. I don't know why it's not the split screen, but it might be a YouTube thing. I'm not sure. It's all right. We're both here. You can see Jen. I am going to put a link in the description box below where you can find her, you can find me, you can find both of us doing joint sessions, and you can find a whole bunch of other things like meditations she's recorded and just all kinds of neat stuff that events that are coming up. We have live reading events. We just have a multitude of things on the site that I'm going to put in the description box. But tonight is about reading these energies for the group. And also we're going to do an overview of the elementals for just everyone who's not here live. You can, if you're watching this later, we're doing an energy read for air signs, earth signs, fire signs, and water signs. And then we will dive into some personal readings for whoever's here who wants a personal reading. What we'll need to do just to keep track is if you want a personal reading, don't post that up now. Just wait till we get to that part, and then we'll ask you to post up your requests, okay? So for now, let's dive into see what the general energies are about today. I know I see that some have had some, craziness, some unsettled energy, some heavy energy. Just know that it is all part of, you know, the ascension, the lifting up of the energies of your spirit body. And it's also a part simultaneously, which is why it all feels so crazy, of the rooting down of the spirit energies into your physical existence, in your body, and also in your life, in your surroundings, in everything, in all your relationships, in your job, just everything that's touched in your life. So that's a lot. And it's really, really good, even if it feels a little jarring or a lot jarring or completely crazy. So the first thing, go ahead, Jen.
I was going to say is, you know, even you and I practiced a little exercise today where we're feeling all of that energy, and we just kind of both did a little bit of a grounding exercise to literally put our feet on the earth and just feel all that energy come through up and down. So it's really good to maybe take on that practice when things are like, well, all the time actually, but it really helps when it's times like this.
Yes. Yep. And again, just, you know, ask your guides for help, ask the divine to show you. The more you can release, you know, your mental perception of what's going on and what you you think and what you think you know, the better. Okay, so a couple things that Spirit's wanting to know as a group, and then we're going to dive into those elementals. One of the reasons that I'm guided to do the elemental readings is that things have been very different. In the readings for the zodiac signs that I did for March, I mean, typically there's like common themes from sign to sign. This month, everyone has a much different journey and experience of the energies, and I'm anticipating or, guessing it'll probably look that way for the elements. There's just such, why? It's because they're just telling me why. You know why. No, Spirit's just saying it. It's because for a while, for like all of 2018, we were all on this as a collective. If you're here, you're part of this collective that we're sort of a class, and we were all going through this intense spirit education, I don't know what to call it, curriculum, whatever you want to call it. We were going through a lot on a spirit level. We were getting a lot of downloads. We were, our spirit bodies, our spirit selves were changing. We were learning a lot on a spirit level. We were releasing a lot on an emotional and mental level. Now what's happening in 2019 is those energies are being integrated into our physical lives, into our minds, into our bodies. And as that integration happens, that's when the journeys are becoming very, very individual, is what they're showing me right now, which is really cool because I didn't know that. It's like we were more of a cohesive whole last year in what we were going through, and you would see these common themes again and again in the readings. And now everyone's on this very individual 3D path of how those energies are coming into your life and how they're being expressed through your life. And yes, there is some commonality in how we experience it as Libras, as Capricorns, as all, earth signs, as air signs, just because of how we're relating to spirit from those astrological points of view. So there is some commonality there, but there's a lot of differentiation in between how the signs are handling things, in between how the elements are handling things, and in between how you're handling things as opposed to someone else. So I hope all that made sense. It really brings a lot of clarity to me about the readings.
I was going to say, it's kind of like, we've talked about with those energies last year and the things that we've all gone through. It was almost like boot camp, and we're all in boot camp together. And then now we've graduated boot camp. And then this is that point where everybody kind of goes their own way and masters their own path and specializes in whatever it is that they're going to do. So it's very much, that's kind of what they're showing me, is it was a big raise up like this, and now it's just fanning out.
Yes. Jen, as part of your mysterious shamanistic presence, for some reason, some of the times you're talking, the camera's going to you, and some it's not. So just talk super loud, because that time, I'm sure everyone could hear you, but they watched me drink water. So just like, I don't know what, that's like, you're only to be seen sometimes as a shaman. I don't know how that works. But I want to make sure the camera gets on you. Yes.
Yeah, it seems to be common. Yeah, it won't. There, it switched.
You have to be loud. Okay. So just scream, yell, shout, hit something. I don't know. Okay, so the first card for the collective is this Four of Cups. This is showing where we are tending to. It's almost like they're showing me. It's like a back and forth. She's clinging here to comfort, and something's being offered to her. And it's not a reluctant energy. It's an unsure energy. You feel that tap on the shoulder. You feel the divine saying, okay, here's the cup now. I'm giving it to you. It's all these things you've been manifesting. It's all these things you've been asking for. It's here. And what we tend to do, and this is very much the mind, is, hold on to what's comfortable, hold on to what we know. And the divine's asking us to turn around and see the places where this cup is being offered to us. So, where can you turn around and embrace the things that are being offered to you? In one area that Spirit's showing right now, is going to be this Two of Cups. It's going to be a soul connection. There are things to lead you forward and to be found through this soul connection. This is a pure pure reflection of your own divine connection. Okay. So this is not, and I just need to emphasize that this, because it's a message they gave me before we came on live. This is not about anything you're seeking in another person. This is not about your journey taking you outward into another person. This is about you being balanced within, being connected to the divine within, being aligned within, and then finding that divinely, miraculously in your physical environment and the physical representation of that divine energy that is the reflection of you. So, there may be areas where you can, I'm getting that for many of you here, there may be a soul connection that you have not recognized as that soul connection, because maybe you've been looking at something else as what you wanted that to be. Okay. Then we have the, 7 of Wands. I love how in this deck, which is the Austera Tarot, it's not represented like it is in the traditional tarot of you fending off energies, which is what it represents. It represents you being in high vibration, fending off other energies. In this deck, it's you climbing through a series of ladders up to the top. And that's what you've done. You've climbed level after level after level. This is your ascension. And just the part that you do need to defend is you're up here now, you're in the light. There's going to be a lot of your old life that's down here that you just don't resonate with anymore, that just doesn't serve you anymore. So it's going to be very important to stay up where you've climbed to vibrationally. And that is going to take focus. It doesn't necessarily take work, but it does take focus. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. What a lovely confirmation. Okay. So
it really is time to leave all things behind that don't serve you and don't serve that ascension and that climb. Because with that card, with all those ladders, you cannot carry all the baggage up those ladders. You won't make it. You have to let go and trust and continue to climb.
Yeah. And you'll know, just trust your gut. Your gut's going to let you know, your intuition's going to let you know those things that are no longer right for you. There may be tough decisions involved in that. If it's people, if it's jobs, if it's places, living situations, whatever it is, but you will know, your gut will tell you. If you get that kind of fight or flight feeling of like, this is just wrong, you listen to that, you go with that, you ask for your guidance and do what you have to do in accordance with that. You will be supported. May not feel like you're receiving support in the 3D, but you're being very, very supported on the 5D. And, the divine will bring in that physical support for you. This is the 6 of Wands. So when you do that, total success, victory, abundance, you are, like I said, being held up, you're being given what you need. You will receive that support when you stay up in that high vibration. For many of you, that 2 of Cups, that soul connection is crucial. And it's all about recognizing what the divine is offering you in the physical, turning around and accepting it. Is there anything else you feel about the group energy before we dive into water signs?
Well, I just kind of wanted to say, as far as, we do all this manifesting, and when things start to actually come into the physical, you wouldn't think, but it is actually really hard sometimes to pick it up. We would think that it would be easy because this is what we've manifested. These are things that are good, and this is abundance. And you would think we would just scramble to pick it up, but for whatever reason, sometimes it's really hard to receive, and you have to allow yourself to receive.
And it's from all that conditioning and all of that. And it can be past lives. It can be your past lives of not receiving. And, so you just know and give yourself compassion in that you're overcoming a lot to receive those divine gifts. And the divine knows that. And, you can do it. So thank you, everybody, for the beautiful confirmation and comments so far. And I just want to show this. It is the Austera Tarot. It is really beautiful and just unique and different. Somebody asked about that.
I should add too, it's okay to be kind of nervous, and uncertain, because that's just the human side of us. And just to really say you don't know, it's okay. Have your conversations in your prayer, however you communicate with your guides and the divine and all of that. And it's okay to just say, I don't know what's going on, and I'm a little bit nervous. Help me.
Not only is it okay, but it brings what Sheila is pointing out, like peace. It brings that peace. It brings that centeredness. I mean, it's very counterintuitive to think that the more you let go and say, I don't know anything, the more peace you receive, but it's true. So, that's beautiful. Okay. So now let's dive into water signs. It's going to be Cancer, Pisces. Why am I blanking?
Scorpio.
Scorpio, that's the one I always, okay. All right, so this is for water signs. Cancers, Pisces, Scorpio. For right now, whenever you're watching this, whatever messages you're intended to receive. Okay. I'm just gonna pull a couple and fill into it. Whoa. Water signs. Okay. Oh my gosh, water signs. Okay. This is the Knight of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. Is this the first time you've done an elementals reading? This is the first.
This is the first.
No, I feel like this is the first time you felt into this kind of energy like this. This is exciting. I'm actually just making sure this is the Knight of Cups. This deck is so cool, but some of them are so mysterious you can barely tell what they are. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it's the Knight of Cups. Okay. So this is about moving forward from that heart space and going into those uncharted waters like she is. And she's looking up at the stars to guide her. There's a bee on this card, if that's synchronistic to anybody, like a honeybee. And she's got a harpoon. It's like she's going to go out and harpoon the whale. It's like the search for, the great white whale. It's you're following your heart on this like grand adventure in the dark at night, following the stars. Yeah.
There's, what is that out in the ocean? And there's a honeybee. So
yeah.
One would say that the honeybee is probably not in the right spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he is in the right spot, and he's just trusting.
So if it feels like you're not in the right spot, you are.
Right.
And there may be some discomfort to that following the heart. And there is discomfort because we have this 3 of Pentacles, which is about you anchoring this down in your physical life in a very real way, this heart beginning, this adventure. And look, she's feeling very timid and very kind of like, oh, what have I done? What have I done? And so water signs, I kind of feel like you have already embarked on something. You've already made some changes following your heart. And you are having this kind of feeling of like, oh God, is this right? Like, did I do okay? Because you also have the Hangman, which you're feeling a little helpless. So there's kind of this crickets feeling after you've embarked and you've been like, I'm doing it. And now it's like, hello? And, you are still on the right track. Remember, this is divine. This is God holding you up to give you a new perspective. And in this case, water signs, it's moving you into deeper power with the Emperor. It's moving you into your power. Again, he's looking up, following the guidance. There's all these signs here on his tattoos.
There's very much an energy of, and right before you pulled the Hangman card was, what came through was settle in. You went out on your journey, settle in, take that time with the Hangman, because the Hangman is, waiting around for the enlightenment, but it's also it can be kind of a resting card too, I feel. And it's important just to settle in and be with all of that, because that Emperor energy is right there.
Yeah.
So just settle in and try to get comfortable.
Yeah. Shout out to Hops Tarot.
Hops Tarot's here.
We're so honored. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Hops is here. And Hops requests Earth sign next. So we're doing Earth signs next.
As we should. I got my lavender hops, always recommended by you.
I love it. If you haven't checked out Hops Tarot, please do. He's amazing. Mentor for both of us.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Super lit.
Yeah, for real.
He should have a t-shirt that says super lit.
Hops, you need t-shirts. We would buy t-shirts. Okay. And then finally for water signs, it's this flow card. This is also the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a very divine moment. This is about you going with that flow, trusting. There's so much in your reading, water signs, about you trusting that flow. There was that water, she's in the boat. There was that, hanged man, trust that, where you're being held. So yes, you've made these moves. It's good. Just trust. Don't turn back now. Just keep going with that flow, because this is a divine moment. This is a key time in what you're doing. So just, keep on going and do exactly what Jen just said. Okay, so let's delve into earth signs. Virgo, Taurus,
Capricorn.
I can never forget.
Don't forget us, right, Jamie?
We've got a lot of Capricorns in the house. Tia and Jamie. All right. So, Capricorn starting off with the Magician. Super powerful manifestation time. Super powerful manifestation. I'm getting like, no, not time. Like, you are a super powerful manifester, period. It's not just this time. It's you. You earth signs have come into a place of, I'm getting unshakable manifestation power. Yeah, very, very, it's like you've graduated. Wow. Okay, this looks amazing. So there is that Magician, and you have this sight, this 360 vision, and she has a snail on her head. So it's like you've learned to slow your mind. You've learned to move your mind out of the way, and yet, your other vision is swirling, going so fast. Everything else is, all your other energies, your manifestation energies are going so fast, and your mind has slowed and gotten out of the way. So this is perfect. It's also, I'm getting like a slowing down of time in a way. So it's like something about time just not having the hold on you that it did before earth signs. It's very, very good.
I get a lot about that time with like kind of when we talk about, it feels like timelines are collapsing a little bit between things that we've experienced years ago, and now it's like everything's coming together.
Yes, in all lifetimes and in this lifetime. Yeah. And we've been talking a lot about that, reuniting with your inner child. And this is a time when it's like you are coming full circle, and you are, connecting with that inner child. The wholeness of you is coming together, and really, really seeing that for you earth signs. And you also have the Four of Pentacles. This is an energy of you moving forward, very in a lot of perseverance. Yeah. I mean, again, with the sight, this rabbit only has the one eye left, but it's so sharp. He's just looking so sharply ahead, able to see everything. In this Four of Pentacles, he's not clinging to the pentacles. He's really focused and determined and moving forward. But there's I'm getting just a heightened awareness of what you have pentacle-wise. It's not so much a clinging energy here. It's a heightened awareness of just what you have or what you don't have. That can be like Jen was saying before, just being like, release. This is not really a releasing card, but I'm getting it just being awareness of what's around you. It's an awareness of what's there and maybe of what's not there. Like I said, he doesn't have one of his eyes, but the other one is like super sharp. So it's like what I'm getting is you're using what you have in a very sharpened and resourceful way. Then you have the Eagle, Eight of Wands, which is, again, super sharp sight. All about super sharp sight for you earth signs. And this is about all the messages that are coming in. Rapid movement forward for you. Rapid movement with everything you're seeing. It's such a interesting thing, because it's like you have this control over time. It's like things have slowed on one hand, and you're manifesting all this. This is the Magician, and then things are super, super fast. So yeah, it's like time has lost all meaning. It's all happening now in this moment. And then you have the Star, because it's all just bringing you right to that pinnacle point. Everything you've been manifesting. I'm getting like precision for you earth signs.
Oh my gosh, that is the word that I've been hearing over and over and over, is precision.
Whoa.
See, now I don't have anything to talk about.
Whoa, that's amazing.
It's all about the precision.
Yeah, and you have it, earth signs, because you've really honed your manifestation abilities. You're in alignment. Wow. Wow. And you know it's coming in because you have the 7 of Pentacles. You can see it coming in. It's like you have no doubt about your manifestation abilities at all. You know that what you align with is coming in. You've seen enough to know that. You've seen enough with your clear vision to know that. I'm just going to ask for earth signs for one clarifier for this 4 of Pentacles, because I do feel like there's maybe another message there.
I'm really getting to, because the earth sign, kind of that practical, grounded, sometimes we have a hard time believing what we see, is to just really trust it. Trust it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Clarification for this 4 of Pentacles, please. Okay. So I did feel a little bit of something, just to, kind of, you got to have something to clear. You can't just be like, but it is the 5 of Wands. And so that is kind of a, it's not terrible. It's the 2-headed snake. It's kind of that, like I said, it's a hyper awareness. And it is a hyper awareness of almost the dangers, is what I'm feeling. It's a hyper awareness of the dangers. So I guess what I would say, if I were going to give earth signs any kind of like, guidance of to kind of bring things to the next level, is just bring some awareness around this hyper vigilance about dangers. Is there anywhere where that's blocking you? If it is, then that's just something to release. If it's not, and it's just a helpful awareness, wonderful. But, just keep in mind that the divine has your back, with any dangers. As long as you're following that guidance, all of that is taken care of, and just keep on manifesting like Jen said. Beautiful. Yeah. Andrea, thanks for the confirmation. And Hops. Okay. And Jamie. So let's go to air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Guidance for air signs. 5 of Pentacles. Well, that's not surprising because I kept pulling that card over and over and over again for myself. Oh, thank you, Hops. Hops, you're fucking awesome, okay? You are. All right, 5 of Pentacles. So I kept getting that. Air signs, you're having to leave something behind. This can be parts of yourself. This can be, reflections of those parts of yourself in your life. Yeah, you're definitely leaving something behind because you have that 5 of Pentacles about closing the door on something. Reverently, here it's like she's outside of a church and it's very beautiful. It's a reverent in love with this unconditional love, pink. It is a loving, reverent closing of a door. But with this 2 of Pentacles, this is just saying that it is time for you to do that because you've been juggling. You've been juggling all these energies that are not serving you. And it's time to let these things close. You also have the Knight of Cups, so it's time to move forward into those uncharted waters. Follow your heart. Follow your guidance. Whoa.
I'm really getting the vision of like just dust blowing in the wind. It's time to just release everything. Let it break down into dust and let it fly away.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And you have the Fool. You are moving into this complete openness. That's when you're walking away from these things, when you're closing these doors, you are moving into this complete openness, freedom, trust in the divine. And what came flying out with that Fool was the Page of Swords. And it is, others are watching you while you do this. That can be kind of shady. It can be fine. It's just, if you feel an energy, it can be these ones you're walking away from. If you feel an energy that is, it can be judgment, it can be scrutinization. If you feel somebody kind of like, just the pressure of them watching you, that's even more of a confirmation for you to move away from whatever that is into your freedom. Because, it's time for you to move out from under that scrutinizing eye. And that can even be just, you know, the voice of someone from your past or a parent or, you know, a past life thing. Yes. Okay. So for air signs, it's total release. It's total, this is death in this deck, and it is rebirth as well into that, you know, physical expression of your light being, that physical expression of your soul in this life. And again, like with that Five of Pentacles, you know, leaving that husk behind. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Do you have anything for air signs, Jen?
Just, it's really just that same theme, is just kind of the dust blowing in the wind, and let those things that don't serve you anymore, just release them, let them disintegrate, let them blow. And then I also heard a little bit of, with that Page of Swords is, you know, sometimes we have to walk alone in some things, and that's okay. But just know that you're truly not ever alone, and just walk in that faith and confidence.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. And finally, fire signs. And then we will take some personal readings. So after I'm done with fire signs, after we're done with fire signs, we will ask if anybody would like personal readings, but do wait till then so we don't miss you. And Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Guidance. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Fire signs also going through a death, a transition, but it is a reconnection to your truth, reconnection to your authentic self, to your inner child, like we were talking about. A lot of things are shaking out for you right now, fire signs. A lot of things are, I'm getting like real kind of, you know, moment of truth. Divine moment of truth for fire signs. Yeah. So it's all about you reconnecting to that essence of you. This is the Six of Cups. So in the other decks, it's like that offering of innocent love between children. Here they're kind of, the children are coming with these cups and they're sort of offering it to this big whale. And it's these, I mean, it's very ritual kind of card. It's honoring the sacred. Yep. It's honoring the sacred within yourself. It's honoring the sacred again, because I'm feeling, fire signs, that many of you have kind of, your life, your path took you a long way away from what was sacred for whatever reason. And it was just your path, but it took you a long way away from that. And now through this death, this release, this transformation, this dismemberment, not, you know, in a bad way, but in a, you know, you're being taken apart by the divine in a good way to be brought back to what's sacred with this moment of truth, King of Swords and Judgment. This is like huge moment of truth, you knowing your truth, you seeing truth. Yeah, and it can be harsh, you know? I mean, this is kind of imposing. It can be harsh, but it is freeing. It's freeing, and it's going to lead you into this Page of Wands, which, you know, this is the energy of like inspiration, divine inspiration, motivation, wanting to move forward in a new direction. And here it's the Red Fox, which is all about getting around those obstacles, you know, divinely things opening up for you. The divine showing you ways around and through and how to get around problems. And, you know, it's going to open up a lot of doors for you, fire signs, as you see this truth, face it, go through the transformation, reconnect with the sacred. You're going to be moving in this new direction of your soul, and it'll be new, but very, very good. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if this is a specific message for just someone, or if it'll resonate with fire signs in general, but the only thing I keep hearing over and over is it's time to come home.
Yeah. That's the Six of Cups.
however that resonates with you, it's time to come home.
That's that 6 of Cups. Yeah. And fire signs, it's also about you coming home inside yourself. This is about coming into that balance within yourself so that you can be in that union with the divine. So there's something very balancing happening right now, and it's a 5. It's really very changing. I'm just the theme I'm feeling for you, fire signs, is transformation, and it is swift and complete. And it may feel very scary, like a rebirth, like you're a baby again, but it is really, really good. So yes, you can trust that, and you will be led. It's beautiful. Okay, so now we're ready to do some personal readings for a little while, and we'll just do as many as we're guided to be able to get to tonight. And so if you want us to do a personal reading for you, just pop it up and we'll go.
Thank you, Lisa Riley. I love it too.
Yeah. Okay, so first me I see is Jamie. Okay. All right, Jamie.
Hey, Therese.
Therese, it's a Capricorn party for sure.
Now we're ready.
Now it's a Capricorn party.
Now the Capricorns are here.
Okay, Jamie. So you have the 6 of Swords. You are moving away to those new horizons, away from that past pain, away from those ego traps, away from those patterns. Beautiful. You're making progress, moving into those new horizons. You're doing something big that's moving you away from those things into the sun. Beautiful. You've made a big shift. You've done something. It can just be entirely mental, but you've definitely done something, changed something that's now moving you into the sun, into that beautiful life. You've done that. Oh, you've done it. Yay, the star. You've definitely done it. You're aligning, you're aligned, you're moving toward it. You have found the key. I'm just getting for you, Jamie. Like, you found the key where it's like, click, and now you can move forward. That's beautiful.
You know what I saw is like her one shoe stuck in the mud, and she's been stuck there for a while. And then all of a sudden she just kind of jerked her leg out of it and left the shoe behind and is like, I don't care. I'm going forward. Yeah.
And she has the full trust, openness, beautiful. And Jamie, I mean, you say Spirit loves me this week. Yes. Spirit always loves you. And I feel Spirit going like, yes, Jamie like loves me, like it's like Jamie's on board. Yay. Okay. So it's like, you're doing it. That's great. Spirit's always there for you. And now you're doing it. You're engaged. You click. That's amazing. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So let's see who popped up on me next. We had Jamie. We had Ash. Okay. Ash Aspire. All right. Message for Ash. Thank you. You have the 9 of Cups, very supported, very protected. This is a time when you can rest. She's protected by lions in this warm environment, and it's this feeling of like, I shouldn't really be relaxed here, but I am. So what I'm getting is that, you may be feeling like, wow, I should be more worried. I should be, hustling or doing this or that, but I'm not. And it's totally okay because you are being supported by the divine. You will be shown. Yeah, you will be shown. And you're being supported and held in that place because things are changing in a very big way for you right now. This is the Tower, and this is, freedom. It has all these doves around it here. This is freedom and illumination, and anything that's not right for you just being taken down, torn apart for your good, and then you are being held and protected in comfort and in abundance while that happens. While that happens, okay? Yeah, because you are also coming that full circle, reconnecting with your true essence. You have come home, like Jen said. So everything in your physical life is now shifting to reflect that. Yeah, you've manifested this as the magician. So you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Just enjoy that. I mean, enjoy it's hard to in the midst of the Tower, but just lean into that support that is there for you as this happens.
Yeah, it's interesting because when I was I was getting this feeling of a little anxiousness, and the Nine of Cups is brilliant. That is a lot of abundance. And I'm almost feeling like when India was saying he felt like you should be doing something, that you were like, where's the 10th cup? And it's okay just to settle in with the 9 cups right now. And that Tower kind of felt like your mind coming in and distracting you off those 9 cups.
Mm.
So just really enjoy those 9 cups, and don't let your mind come in and kind of trick you. I don't know if that resonates with you or not, but it's okay to rest and enjoy those 9 cups right now. Let all those pieces of the Tower fall, because you're in a good spot.
Yeah, you really are. I feel that too.
Yeah.
Okay, and thank you. And this is Tammy McElrath. Tammy. Okay. Knight of Swords. There's something that you are wanting to communicate urgently or very fervently, or someone's wanting to communicate this to you. In this deck, it's a little bit like merciless. It's a little bit like, I got to say what I have to say, and I'm not worried about how it comes across. It is, important truth. And it has to do with you also moving away from past pain, moving away from what's not right for you anymore, moving away from old ego traps and fears, moving into those new horizons, going exactly where you need to go. So I am getting this being you communicating something important as you do that. Something that's going to free you. It's like you're just like, I got to cut myself out and be free now. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. I was hearing the word muzzled. Like perhaps she feels kind of muzzled, that she really needs to get something off of her chest so she can move away. So I'm just hearing, be brave and just rip that off.
Yeah.
Speak your truth.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because you have the 5 of Swords. So there's some kind of conflict, some kind of difficulty in your physical world. I'm getting it's like, and you're moving away from that with the 6 of Swords. Just be careful of, just be mindful of the ways that make sure you're loving yourself, make sure you're being loving to yourself, because this is talking about the ways that your own mind, your own ego would try to pull you back into the pain, because the pain is comfort. Even though it's awful, it's still what you know. So that would be your ego trying to pull you back into that at some point, but I don't see you allowing that, because you are moving away from it, and you do have this fierceness, where it's like, no, I'm not doing that. Just know that you are also supported, protected, held, where you need to be, and that you have also manifested this as the Magician. I'm going to cough, so I'm going to try to mute myself. Okay.
And I'm hearing too, stand tall. And, if you notice that boat, I believe that in the card, it shows the person standing up and paddling, because they're really moving out of there. So I'm really hearing stand tall for you, because you can paddle that boat and get out of there a lot faster when you're standing in your full strength. So just move forward, because like she says, you're protected.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Tammy. Okay, this is Megan. Hey, Megan. All right, let's see for Megan. Okay. Yeah, and since I kind of have that throat chakra attack, Tammy, I do feel it came out of nowhere. I do feel like that's you, and you do have something you really need to say. Speak. Yes, speak it. This is for Megan. Okay. Wow, Megan, you're doing great. You are following your guidance. You are taking the steps. Ooh, you're doing amazing. You're doing one step at a time, very deliberately, and in a lot of focus and determination. This 8 of Pentacles is you following that guidance and really paying attention to what the divine is telling you to do in every moment. just focusing on that next step, releasing the big picture of things. And that's beautiful. You've got the strength card. You're drawing strength from the divine to do that. You have that 6 of Cups. So you've really connected with yourself on a deeper way, and you're drawing strength from that true, authentic power within yourself to take the physical steps you need to take one at a time. You have the 8 of Pentacles, and you also have the 8 of Cups, which is about moving away, or moving above, rather, as this eagle. Anything unfulfilling of the past, just moving above it, rising above it. And there may be a moment of reflection, of looking back and going like, wow, that was painful. You know, this is healing. Moving away from those things that were painful and saying goodbye to them. And that's what you're doing so that you can move into this 6 of Pentacles, which is all about you receiving gifts, receiving the things. You know, maybe you've always been the one giving. Now it's your turn to receive. Beautiful, beautiful. And just follow those steps one at a time, like you're doing in the physical, your guided steps.
I'm hearing go deeper. That there's really, before you can, because you're moving away from all of that, but go deeper, because there's some older wounds that kind of need to be healed. So just go deeper and look at them. You know, healing doesn't mean you have to relive all of the pain. It just means that you acknowledge it and accept it so you can move forward sometimes. So go deeper and release and heal something that's bothering you.
Beautiful. Okay, thank you. Leigh, thank you for being here, Leigh, and thanks for your messages. We're going to see what guidance there is for Leigh. Okay. You are the Fool. This is wonderful. This is you being open, listening to your guidance, trusting the divine, being in a new place of openness. This is a real mind release. You know, you've done something this week where you've really pushed past a lot of mind resistance, or you've just like let go. And that is the key, this 10 of Pentacles, which is lifelong abundance. This is like a card about retirement, you being set for life. Leigh, you're in that beautiful vibration and agreement with the divine where your resistance is gone. I really feel like you have just released some big resistance. Yeah, because your perspective changed with this Hangman, and you really moved into this place of having to release. You know, the divine kind of forced you into releasing, and that was for your good, as you can feel now, because now you know that everything's open up. The star, I never know how to hold this, but it's supposed to be like that, but I always love it to be like that. It's like going up. But that's you. You're following your dreams, your wishes now. You've got so much momentum. You've got no resistance. I keep getting no resistance for you. Like you've just released so much of the resistance and dropped so much of the energetic weight that now you're just like speeding forward into what you are manifesting with the divine. I just want to see what comes out of this deck for Leigh. Okay, now all of that beautiful momentum. You also have this 9 of Wands, which is kind of the Wounded Warrior card, and it's showing you kind of resting. You had that with the Hangman. So I am showing you needing to allow yourself some time to rest. You've been through a lot. You are in this beautiful open place now. Just sort of let it be. Don't feel like you have to do anything right now. Just sort of let things come in, because you're in this beautiful place of not having, you know, a bunch of blocks that you need to clear. You're doing beautifully.
So what I was hearing right from the get-go was enjoy. So you are moving ahead so quickly and so fast. And then her pulling those cards of kind of that resting, that's really, for me, I'm getting is you're moving so fast. Don't forget to look around and enjoy the scenery on the way. Soak it in, soak it up. Look at the small things, you know, take that time in nature. I'm really getting for you to take some time in nature and really soak that up and enjoy that, and just treasure every minute.
Nice. Yeah, definitely. Okay, Mark. I'm glad you're here. Thank you.
Therese, that's nice.
Turi.
Yeah.
Mark. So Mark, you've been doing a lot. You've been managing a lot. And you have not been, you've been doing it all without really showing anyone everything that you're going through. I'm seeing you, wow, I'm seeing you sort of trying to maintain, maybe it's like, well, this has been the way my life has been. You have the 7 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. And it's like, well, my life has been a certain way. People perceive me a certain way. And now, yes, things are shifting, but I'm not ready to show the degree to which everything's changed for me. So it's sort of like there's how things, may other people's perceptions. And then there's, your inner truth that, you have this 10 of Cups, which is this beautiful energy in this deck of, this togetherness and being pulled together with someone. There's like this octopus here, but they're blindfolded, and it's sort of like feeling your way into abundance, feeling your way into a new depth of emotion is what I'm getting. And as you've been feeling your way into this new depth of your heart of emotion, you understandably haven't really wanted to really reveal that. But things will be revealed that are important for you. The things that are important to you to reveal will soon be revealed. We have the moon here. We have the full moon coming up in a few days. And, it is a time, this next moon and the spring equinox on the 20th is going to be a powerful time of things coming to light, especially after this Mercury retrograde, where a lot of things, are coming back, and it's very much about things coming to light. So I'm seeing some things finally coming to light, and it will be relieving for you, Mark, when they do, because it's justice here. The divine is bringing everything into balance, so everything will shake out the way it needs to, the way it should. You have a lot of heart energy here. You've done a lot of movement into your heart, and that's very, very beautiful. So all will be, well. That's a reflection of that.
Yeah, I don't know, Mark. I feel like there's a little bit of hurt, and I don't know. Don't shoot the messenger here. I don't know if somebody said this to you or someone says this to you, but I keep hearing, cut the crap. You've got this. You have this. You're okay. And I don't know if that's a supportive message from a guide or someone who's passed over, but it really seems really emotional coming through.
Like they want you to be in your truth. Like they want you to, they want you to be free.
Yeah. Hold on one second. Whoever's coming through is kind of rough. I mean, and they love you tremendously, and they're almost not in a bad way frustrated, but just kind of like, come on, Mark, you got this. Kind of that pacing around energy. They're waiting on you to realize how strong you are, because you have this.
Beautiful.
So I hope that resonates, because there was a lot of emotion behind that, whoever was coming through for you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Please let us know, Mark. Ashley. Hey, Ashley. It's good to see you. And Ashley would like love guidance. I actually don't know if she's saying would love guidance or love guidance. So let me just see what comes through. I just love guidance. Okay. I'm going to take that as love guidance, because I think Ashley would say it differently. Okay.
You're welcome, Mark. And it was definitely a message from the other side. It was definitely a message from the other side.
Yeah. You get a certain look when it's a message like that, but
yeah. And it was, they love you. I'm getting emotional again. They love you a lot.
Yeah. That's amazing. Okay. Okay, Ashley. So this is a time. Wow. You are being moved into a new beginning. That's and I know we say that a lot, but this is like a new beginning in your physical. This is what I mean by a new beginning here is this is a real new thing, like a new relationship. Something new and real is what I mean, like new and concrete. Saying that because you are being moved forward out of pain. Yeah, you have this 10 of Wands here, which is you putting down old burdens. This is you finally not taking on things that are not yours to take on or that are not loving for you to take on, loving to yourself for you to take on, because you are being loving to yourself. You are loving your inner child with the 6 of Cups. You are honoring yourself. You're finally coming into a depth of love for yourself that is moving you very swiftly forward into this physical new beginning. That is what I'm getting is it is a relationship. It could be someone you already know, but the energy of the relationship is new. And I'm asking into this card here so I can give you a complete message about this for Ashley. Yeah, go ahead.
I found it hard when she started doing your reading, paying attention. Not because I wasn't paying attention to you, it's an energy. And I don't know who you're not paying attention to. If you're not listening to something you're hearing within yourself and your gut or your heart, or if you're not paying attention to a certain person, but I don't know how somebody's not paying attention.
Okay. And what's weird is that as you were saying that for the first time, you started to freeze up a little bit. So that's weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's some kind of strong energy of, you know what, I am getting with that Ace of Pentacles that it's someone who's in your physical reality that you're almost like, no, not them, you know, and it is them. Ashley.
Oh, I got all the spirit chills. Uh-oh.
Ashley, it's that person.
It's a sneaker.
It's that one. Yeah, that one. And you're really ending the pain. Like this is you ending painful cycles. You're done with those. So this person will not hurt you. This person is not part of that dynamic and you know it. And, you know, that dynamic is strong, that toxic dynamic of pain. And when we're used to it and when we're drawn to it for healing reasons, it's very strong. So when there's that person who's not that, you know, it can feel like, well, this can't be right because it doesn't feel like that other. But it is right and it is loving for you. So that's exciting. Let us know what that is. And let me just see if there's anything else for Ashley. Yes. Just focus one step at a time. Walk toward the light. Don't think too much about it. Just focus on those steps. You're being led there. You don't have to do anything. Just keep on that very, very narrow, focused path. Okay?
Yeah, there's nothing to be done here. This will just come to you.
Oh, yeah, it's coming.
It's coming. But yeah, so don't get all up in your head about it.
Yeah.
Just don't get all up in your head about it. It'll find you.
Yeah. Okay, Denise D. Denise D. Ace of Wands. Denise D has the first Ace of Wands tonight. And that is that soul inspiration. And here it's like rising, you know, your hand is coming up from the fire. There's a mouse on the sleeve. This is talking about you coming up out of fear. It's like the phoenix rising. It's like, you're like, I'm still here. I'm still here. They haven't gotten me. You know, I'm coming up out of this, even though you've had to push through a lot of fear and mental stuff to get there. Okay. You have the High Priestess. So there's someone's being quiet about. Let's see. And she's holding a heart here, and there's the moon. So there is stuff that you haven't been ready to reveal, again, that will be revealed, that is being revealed. Here, the High Priestess is holding the heart. more throat chakra. The high priestess is holding this heart, and here in the moon, this woman is covering her heart. So it's moving into vulnerability through this, passion. This like, okay, I'm up out of the ashes, and now it's time for you to move into your heart in a new way that is going to really change everything for you. It's going to be very, it's going to be a shakeup in a good way. Yep. So you have the moon and the hermit. So it is going to be time with this full moon for you over the next week to go within, to allow that light to be held up, to allow those secrets within yourself to be examined.
I can't believe you said secret, because that was the next thing I was going to ask is somebody has a secret.
I feel like it's you.
Yeah. And it's not like a bad secret. It's just something that when you reveal makes you incredibly vulnerable.
Yes.
And that's why it's hard.
Well, it's about pain you've been through. The secret is about your past pain.
And I'm really getting something around a child, which that could be in a child external to you, or it could be your inner child. It's something that bothers you, or something from your inner child that needs to be healed.
And it could be something you never told anyone.
Right. But it's definitely very, it's a very innocent energy.
Yeah.
A very like nervous, like sheepish child, innocent energy.
And just for confirmation for you, Denise, it is time. You have the Wheel of Fortune, and it's time. And as you share this truth, this painful truth from your past, there's a thread that will be cut. There's a thing that will be broken, that needs to be broken. It's the ending of something, and it's you just going, you know what? I'm going to snip away the hold that this pain has on me. Because when you speak it, you're going to be freeing that little child that Jen's talking about from that pain. You're going to be freeing her. So, wow, that's profound. But you are being guided to speak that truth. And I'm just seeing if there's any other message here for Denise.
Really important for you to, whether you pray or ask for guidance or whatever form it is that you ask for help from the divine.
Yeah.
Really important, because I'm really getting it. They're saying if you ask, you'll be comforted.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting, because it's about turning over control to the divine, opening up. It's time to open up and be vulnerable to the divine. And then you can be vulnerable to others as well. Beautiful. Okay, Therese wants to know about career change. So let's ask around career change for Therese, around work. Okay.
Isn't she writing a book?
Yeah, she's writing a book. She's using her gifts. She's doing all kinds of
It came barreling through. Write the book. Oh, write the book.
Yep. Yep, it is time. You have that Wheel of Fortune. You have Temperance. So, I mean, this has been all about, I would definitely say this is about write your book and speak your truth. You got that Knight of Swords also, a Wheel of Fortune. It's time. This has been a time of you integrating your shadows and your light and all the parts of you, your spirit, your body, your mental. You've been processing everything, and look how it's like everything pouring in and pouring out of her. This is like everything coming together to tell your story. Everything coming together to tell your story. This Queen of Pentacles is holding this baby here. It feels like, and you have it with the Knight of Cups, it feels like you've come into a new cherishing of something, a new cherishing energy with something. There's something that you have discovered within your own heart that you cherish more than you realized. It might just be parts of yourself with this Temperance. But yeah, it's time for you to speak. It's time for you to speak.
Therese, write the book. Like, I don't know if it's the book you're working on or if it's another book that's in the back of your mind, but write the book. You know what I'm talking about, because the book will heal your soul, is what I hear.
And you're also getting listened. So they're giving you everything you need. They're telling you everything you need. Just keep listening. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Sherry Davis. All right. Spiritual guidance path of least resistance. Okay. For Sherry. Thank you. I'm also getting for Therese to be kind to yourself because I'm sensing some frustration. Just be kind to yourself. This is for Sherry. Sherry. You have the Queen of Swords, Sherry. So, and the Four of Swords. So it's a time you have become clear about ways that your boundaries have been violated in the past, and you are you have that clarity now. You know now the ways that you were not taking the proper care of you, so that others would respect that and respect you. So now you've been going through this time of healing from that, resting, healing, taking care of you. And now it's going to be a time of teaching others how to, respect those boundaries. You're very clear about what you want. Your ships are coming in. You've been manifesting. Things are coming into you. You say path of least resistance. You are successfully doing that. Yep, you have the Knight of Pentacles. That's the sure thing. What you've been manifesting is coming in because you've come into this Queen of Swords clarity. Yes. You've allowed this healing to happen. You released what you need to release. And now you have the Ace of Cups. Your cup runneth over. It is celebrating all of those gifts the divine is bringing in. Beautiful.
I got a very tired energy. Like you've done a lot, and it's okay for you to keep resting. You can still rest and move forward at the same time. So it's just really important that you rest. Because if you're on the path of least resistance, like she's saying, it'll flow. You don't have to work so hard. So be really, really good to yourself. And when I mean rest, I mean like literal rest, like sleep. Make sure you're sleeping good. Make sure you're eating really well. Make sure you're going for some walks and getting some fresh air. It's really about that kind of rest with your physical body. Is just really, really taking care of your physical body in a very gentle way. Don't sign up for a marathon. Just go for a walk with a cup of coffee or whatever you enjoy.
Yeah, and I'm getting like deeper and deeper surrender for you too. Don't work so hard. I'm getting like Jen's saying, just surrender. Yes. Thank you, Sherry. That's beautiful. And Mark, thank you for that confirmation. And he said I should sign up for some private readings. And thank you. We do joint readings together where one thing that we're able to do in those sessions that, we can't do in these short bursts is that when we find the things, when spirit shows us the things that need to be healed and released, we can do some very intensive and specific shifting of the energy and releasing of the energy around those blocks and those things that need to be healed and bringing awareness to them. And it's just a really wonderful thing. So thank you for saying that, Mark. I hope we do get to work with you. And I will put that link in the video description. Okay, let's see. Maybe we can do like 2 more. Andrea F. Andrea or Andrea? Okay. Okay. Andrea. Okay. The moon. Lots of people getting the moon, lots of things coming to light. For you, what's coming to light is the places where you need to release the burdens, the unfulfilling things, the expectations. I'm feeling lots of pressures, burdens, you doing more than what is loving for you to do for you, meaning you're taking on other people's things. Other people have willingly put their things on you. And this is going to be a time when you are going to be shown the, the wounds and the places that need to be healed that have led to that. I'm getting for you, Andrea, that this is lifetimes and lifetimes old, of issues, not issues, like issues, but like lifetimes and lifetimes old situations where you've been overburdened. And this is the lifetime where you're finally going to break free of that. I'm being very careful and deliberate in how I say it because it feels very weighty. And I know there's a lot of pressure on you, but you are very supported. You have this 9 of Pentacles. She's in this, beautiful, kind of couch chair with this lion protecting her, all of this abundance all around. You're being moved into this. You are very supported, but you're facing a lot of triggering energy in the physical. I'm just getting this to be like people in your physical life who can be kind of agitating or easily agitated. There just feels like an energy of difficulty, people-wise around you, but you are being guided in coming into your power in this lifetime. You have this star coming into your power in this lifetime, breaking free of those things. So it almost feels like many lifetimes of sort of enslavement in a way. And in this lifetime, you're going to get to be free. You're going to get to move out of that. It's not easy, but you are being divinely led out of that feeling.
So this sounds kind of crazy, not crazy, but it's hard. But what I kept hearing is this and feeling is this energy of I've had enough. Like I can almost, it's like you people are killing me. And like you want to throw a coffee cup up against a wall, just like, damn it, you're tired. So try to, because that's anger and frustration, go one level deeper and find out why you're angry and frustrated, because it's okay. It's okay to have those feelings. But look at kind of the root cause of that. You're going to go a couple layers down and look at that and see how that could be healed. Because I really feel there's a part that's kind of like brokenhearted a bit about something. So look into that, and you're okay.
Yeah.
It's important for you to feel what you feel. You're okay.
You're being guided out of it.
Yeah, that's just it. Is I'm actually hearing it's like, we'll always say speak your truth, and sometimes there's situations to where it's just hard to speak up. And I'm just really getting the feeling of whatever is happening, that you're just like what India just said, you're going to be guided and lifted out of it.
Yeah. It's like there's too much on you for you to be able to do it. You're being helped out of it because it is generations and lifetimes old. So you're being lifted and helped out of it. You don't have to do it yourself.
Yeah, you don't need to go to fight. You don't need to like scream your truth from the mountain and go fight somebody for this. It's going to happen for you as long as you just stay in faith and alignment.
And stay in faith, yes.
Stay in faith and pray for the peacefulness in your heart and all of that. You'll be fine.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so we do only have a few more minutes. I don't know who's still here of the people who were here earlier, and I do see a couple people who are like, oh man, I really wanted reading. So if you feel that you're super guided, to connect with us tonight, and and you're like the one that needs to connect, then go ahead and post up something now. And I'm going to look at the bottom of the thread, and just, if you're here and you just really, really feel like Spirit is saying like, you need a reading right now. And, I don't know if we can get to everyone who says that, but I want to see what, okay. So Sheila feels that and Reba feels that. Okay. Got it. Okay. We have 4. We're going to do those 4. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Those 4 work.
Okay. So start with Sheila Marie. Sheila Marie. Okay. All right. Message for Sheila. Whoa. Okay, 3 of Cups, Sheila. This is, you are being brought into vibration of celebration. So you're able to connect with people and have fun. You're able to sort of have new life through this. This is bringing you into a clarity about what you need, something you didn't know before. It's like, wow, it's like I'm wanting to live again. I'm wanting to, it's like I'm feeling you like, I don't know, going dancing or something. And you're like, oh, I remember like life can feel like this. And you're coming into this, I feel like you might be a fire sign. I'm coming into this, this new like, rejuvenation in life. You have the 4 of Pentacles. So there's sort of a sense of, yeah, you're like, this is my time. Because you also have the 6 of Pentacles. You're like, this is my time. Yeah, you've been through a lot. You have sort of made, I don't want to say made do, but you have done your best with what you had for a long time, and now you're being shown and you're seeing there's so much more, and you're like, I want that. And you are the Empress, this beautiful, fertile energy. This is you moving into more. This is you giving birth within yourself to more, knowing that your life can be more, that you have more you want to experience than you might have thought you did. You might have thought you were going to be satisfied with something, and now you want more. Okay.
Really getting the energy around a trip. I don't know if she's planning a trip or there's a trip on the horizon, but there's a lot of happiness around a trip. So if you're thinking about that,
yeah,
it might be good to take a good look at it.
Yeah. It's like anything that's in that vibration of fun and just celebrating and more. Yes, do it. That is leading you somewhere. You have that Page of Wands that is leading you in the direction of your soul. So do those fun things. You have worked hard. You have been through a lot. Go do that. It's going to put you in a higher vibration. It's going to open up a lot more opportunities. Beautiful. Okay. So Reba, let's see what the messages are for Reba. Oops. Okay. Okay, you have that 4 of Cups. You have the Star. That 4 of Cups was that message about making sure you recognize what the divine is presenting to you and that you turn around and grab it. Is there anything that you're not grabbing? Oh, you have the 4 of Wands. That's that beautiful home, harmony, family togetherness, you having everything you need. Okay. So is there somewhere, you also have the Ace of Wands, inspiration. You also have the Star. Okay. You have the Page of Swords and the Devil. Okay. What I'm getting for you, Reba, is that you thought you were going to go in a different direction. You thought things were going to look different than what the divine is revealing that your manifestations actually look like in the physical. You are coming into that. You're coming into the recognition like, hey, this is going to be totally different than I thought it was, and I am going to get my happy ending. It's like you thought you weren't going to, but you are, and you realize you are. Meanwhile, whatever that was that you were connected to before, whoever that was you were connected to before, is kind of pulling at you. I feel this may be an energy of someone that was toxic. There may have been some toxic patterns at play somehow. I don't like to say people are toxic, but there were toxic, issues that going on. And that this is now pulling back at you while you're moving into this Four of Wands. Okay, so anything coming through for you, Jen?
Keep your focus. Don't be distracted by whatever this other energy is. It's really important for you to keep your focus because it's really going to try and get your attention probably.
Yeah.
It is very important that you just keep your focus and keep yourself in the light and keep moving forward on your path.
Yeah, whenever you feel that energy, you also got the Empress. Whenever you feel that energy pulling at you, however it does, you may even feel it physically, just consciously recognize it, say, okay, I see you, I know what this energy is, and send it back, say it's not mine, and keep on moving into that beautiful star, that Four of Wands energy, because that is yours. So you're on the right track. Maybe this is just the confirmation you needed about that. Okay.
Do you know what? Do you know who's here?
Who?
The man.
Who?
The man. David Hansel's in the house.
David Hansel, yay! Oh my God, this is like dream come true night.
Oh my gosh. If you've not ever had a reading or touched in with David Hansel before, you should check him out. His letter from the sky.
From the sky, and we'll put his link in the box also. We're putting a few links in the box below. He's an amazing medium, so gifted.
My hero.
Yeah, another mentor, just amazing. Thank you for being here, Dave. We love you. So this is a reading for Juxtaposed Savita, who's been waiting so patiently. You have been. You said you had been. You have been. Thank you. So Juxtaposed. Okay. Okay, you have that Page of Swords. Gonna feel into that. The Hermit. Okay. King of Pentacles. And Knight of Swords. Okay. And the Tower.
Okay, so the Tower, here's what I'm getting really quick. I heard, why are you doubting?
Okay.
What are you doubting? Why are you doubting?
And this Page of Swords, might be the reason you're doubting, because this is the eyes of others. This is scrutiny. This might be self-judgment. And what you're afraid others will think. But you have that clarified by the Six of Wands. You are successful. You have that victory. Okay. So go within with this Hermit card, go within, listen to that guidance. You realize, like Jen said, how solid you are, how much you have. This King of Pentacles, it's like you have everything you need. You're lacking nothing. And you also need to speak that truth. Allow that Tower to happen. Allow that to happen for your good, for your greatest good, to lift you to that next place.
Yeah, I literally heard, I don't know if this is somebody, says something like this to you, but it's just like, man, stand tall. You got this. Like you, just stand tall. Don't doubt.
Okay. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
And that was their first reading too. Ever.
Oh, wow. Okay, wait. I need to do extra cards if that's your first reading. Hold on. Okay, juxtapose. This is your message from Archangel Michael. So excited. Thank you for being here. That's amazing. Okay, well, this is just confirmation for you. And this is what Jen just said. And this is from Archangel Michael. Make a commitment. Stand in your strength and make a commitment. You know, you can do this. And you're being supported. I call upon you to lend me your strength. Allow me to commit to myself, my life, my divine purpose. Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful. All the spirit chills around that card when you pulled it.
Yeah. That's intense.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So I believe the last one is Fernandez lens. Fernandez lens. Okay. All right. Okay. You have Ace of Pentacles first. This is new living situation or new relationship, new job. So it can be some kind of abundance coming in, a raise, a promotion, something. And it's happening as a result of you being true to yourself, you following that path of your true self, your authentic path. You're getting this beginning. Beautiful. You have the Three of Swords. I do feel like this is in your past. Let me see. Yeah, it is in your past, but it's creating a sort of mental limitation right now because you may be a little bit stuck in that mental energy of the pain of the past or afraid that it's going to repeat. But remember, this is an Ace of Pentacles. It's a new beginning and it's real. So you don't have to worry about the old energy, although it is easier said than done. But you are in the full energy. Beautiful. So you are open. You're ready to do that. So now it's going to be a matter of you releasing those perceptions of limitation because of that old pain, and releasing yourself into this Ace of Pentacles, into this new beginning. Yep. Being clear in your truth. Merciless in your truth. Very, very unyielding in your truth. I'm getting defend this Ace of Pentacles. Defend this beginning. Okay. Do not allow anything from the past to chop down this new beginning that's coming into your life now. Okay.
I'm almost getting that there's a fear around reaching out and grabbing it.
Yeah.
Because of the old hurts and pains. So if you're afraid to grab that, Ace of Pentacles is in the physical. That's a real thing. Don't let the past make that decision on whether you're going to grab it or not.
Don't let the past dictate where you're going now, because you've been given this new beginning. Yeah. So definitely go with that. Okay. Okay.
Oh, and it might come in a package that you don't recognize.
Okay. So just keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
Do what we were saying before of, where can I be embracing the gifts that are coming in more? You have the heart chakra card. Follow your heart.
So I saw like the Ace of Pentacles, and it almost looks like it could be an offer that doesn't look like it's enough and looks small. And you almost are like, I can't believe this, and want to swat it away maybe. But what you don't realize is if you take that one pentacle, it's going to unleash all the pentacles. So don't be afraid to look at the small things too, because we just don't ever know what's behind them.
Thank you for your beautiful confirmation. Thank you. We will be posting this video. It will stay up on the channel, so you can watch it as many times as you need to soak in the readings. I know we get to talking really fast. The messages come fast. But yes, it will be up there for you. Thank you for being so kind and open, everyone here. We'll post all the links we talked about below, all the people we talked about, connecting you to. And I'm just so glad that we were able to do this. Yeah, Jen.
Yeah, so I just want to say one more thing on that last reading.
Yes.
Is, like Dave would always say, if that's not resonating perfectly for you right now, what's he say? Put it in your pocket and save it for later. It might later. So take his advice on that. And then I just wanted to say thank you too. This was amazing. I was kind of looking at the comments. There's some of the nicest comments in there. It's very humbling, and we're honored. So thank you.
Yes. And we're here. You can always reach Jen through this channel and through the site I'm going to post. And just thank you, Jen. And this is just amazing. Thank you to Spirit and everybody here now and later. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks.
Bye.